Hello, we're live. All right, great. Wallace Stevens. Yeah, it's kind of it makes sense that I would talk about Wallace Stevens. I haven't been reading him lately, but it is an influence. If you read my book, um, let's see, part two, book two, The Breath Symphony. That's probably like the biggest influence of Stevens and modernism in general. Stevens was an American modernist poet. He was kind of like separate from the rest of the guys. He did go to Harvard and New York Law School and spent most of his life working as a executive for an insurance company in Hartford, Connecticut. He published a book called Harmonium, 1923, followed by a slightly revised and amended second edition in 1930. It features, among other poems, The Emperor of Ice Cream, Sunday Morning Snowman, 13 Ways of Looking at a Blackbird. And he has, a lot of books out. Probably one of the great 20th century poets. Let's read a little bit of Wallace Stevens. Disillusionment at the 10 o'clock. The houses are haunted by white nightgowns. None are green or purple with green rings, or green with yellow rings, or yellow with blue rings. None of them are strange with socks of lace and beaded censures. People are not going to dream of baboons and periwinkles. Only here and there an old sailor, drunk and asleep in his boots, catches tigers in red weather. Let's see, how about this one? Let's see, is this pretty long? Let's see. Oh yeah, let's just read a couple parts of this one. This is Le Monaco de Mon Uncle. Mother of heaven, Regina of the clouds, O scepter of the sun, crown of the moon, there's not nothing, no, never nothing, like the class edges of two words that kill. And so I mocked her in magnificent measure. Or was it that I mocked myself alone? I wish that I might be thinking a thinking stone. The sea of spewing thoughts foist up again, the radiant bubble that she was, and then a deep outpouring from some saltier well within me burst its watery syllable. A red bird flies across the golden floor. It is a red bird that seeks out his choir. Among the choirs of wind and wet and wing, a torrent will fall from him when he finds shy uncrumpled this much crumpled thing. I am a man of fortune greeting errors, for it has come that thus I greet the spring. These choirs of welcome choir for me farewell. No spring can follow past meridian, yet you persist with anecdotal bliss to make believe a starry connaissance. So he's pretty good in that one. Let's see what else. What else do we have here? Okay, let's try this one. The best poem. Is that? Oh yeah. Is that here? Is it? We got it here. Okay. Well, I guess we don't. Okay. So all poetry. Let's try this one. Okay. What? Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. The Emperor of Ice Cream. Call the roller of big cigars the muscular one, and bid him whip in kitchen cups concupiscent curds. Let the wenches dawdle in such dress as they are used to wear, and let the boys bring flowers in the last month's newspapers. Let be finale of scene. The only emperor is the emperor of ice cream. Take from the dresser of deal, lacking the three glass knobs, that sheet of which she embroidered fantails once, and spread it so as to cover her face. If her horny feet protrude, though they come to show how cold she is, and dumb, let the lamp affix its beam. The only emperor is the emperor of ice cream. Hmm. Let's see. Oh, this looks like a good one. Hold on. Let's see if this is very. Oh, this isn't very long at all. A high toned old Christian woman. Poetry is the supreme fiction, madame. Take the moral law and make a knave of it, and from the knave build haunted heaven. Thus, the conscious is converted into palms like windy citherns hankering for hymns. We agree in principle, that's clear, but take the opposing law and make a peristyle, and from the peristyle project a mass beyond the planets. Thus, our bodiness, unpurged by epitaph, indulged at last, is equally converted into palms, squiggling like saxophones, and palm for palm, madame, we are where we began. Allow, therefore, that in the planetary scene your disaffected flatulence, well stuffed, smacking their muzzy bellies in parade, proud of such novelties of the sublime, such tank and tonk, may Madame whip from themselves a jovial hullabaloo among the spears. This will make widows wince, but fictive things, wink as they will, wink most when widows wince. So, yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah, he likes to use the he well, no, at least the poems that we read, the four poems there. I mean, he likes to repeat a word again and again, which is good. So he'll like have an idea, like make a nave of it, and from the nave build haunted heaven. Thus, poems. That's clear. Yeah, like poems, like he'll have a word repeat a few times within a poem. That's pretty good. Okay, so we haven't really, but Wallace Stevens. I mean, he's kind of like at the same time as Ezra Pound, William Cox Williams, T.S. Eliot. He's a little bit different. He's not. Those guys were sort of like all knew each other and kind of influenced each other's. He seemed like he was just sort of kind of working independently of these guys. So yeah, I mean, there's probably collections of his poetry and notes towards the supreme fiction. It's supposed to be a good poem. Yeah, he published a lot of like. Let's see. So, well, those are awards. Okay, so poetry. So harmonium, ideas of order, owl's clover, the man with the blue guitar, and they had a collected poems of Wallace Stevens, 1954, which probably people and there's other collections, selected poems. They came out in 2009. A few collections. There's a few collections of Wallace Stevens. I've had a few. I wish I still had them today. So yeah, we're about 10 minutes. Okay, so that's Wallace Stevens. Just thought I'd mention him because it came to mind. I mean, we just kind of did like it was Oscar Wilde's birthday a few days ago, so And I just finished Nabokov, um, Pale Fire, and that poem kind of reminded me a bit of Wallace Stevens. And that's all. Okay, thank you for listening. On to the next poem or writer.